Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. Tonight, we are back with a brand new review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 3, Episode 5, Tacos with Beef. Honey, I don't know who came up with the title, but y'all, we're going to get into it as we get into it. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. Okay, so if that is not your thing, I think you might want to click off right now. If you are back for a second or third time or a fifth time, because this is the fifth review for Love and Marriage Huntsville, please do not hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you get anything out of the content. Now, child, let's get into it. So we pick up with Maurice being a douche and leaving Kimmy there to talk to Kiowa and her husband, right? So she said, I'm really not surprised he left me here. Girl, that is not okay. Okay, and I know that it's not okay. And I'm hoping that you also know that you need to communicate to Maurice that that is not okay, because he does this because he knows that you'll just handle it. I would not have transferred any messages. I wouldn't have toted no notes. If you wanted her to know something, then you should have been here to tell her. And what I'm trying to figure out is, I don't know if it's editing that spliced it up or what, but as Maurice and his hips were walking down the stairs, Kyle and her man were walking up the stairs. So therefore, and thus and such, he could have looked over to the left. Hey, I'm going to get ready to go. If y'all want to still talk to Kimmy, that's cool. If y'all want to wait till a little bit later, that's cool too. But me personally, I think all this was set up by production, child. We're going to go and keep on going with it as if he accidentally scheduled and double booked. Okay. So they come in and it's awkward AF. Listen, that woman don't like Kimmy. Okay, they can do all this nervous laughing and do all this if they want to, but in the back of her mind, Kimmy is still the reason that her husband was doing what he was doing. And she still feels that Kimmy is the reason why they're not together. And she also feels like Kimmy was dating Maurice before their marriage was done. Okay, now I don't know the backstory to Kiowa and Maurice's situation, and nor do I really care. All I know is the tidbit of information that I got from Love and Marriage Huntsville. And what I'm saying is, I'm happy that they're being cordial and being grown women about the situation, but you are not about to sit me in the presence of someone who is now being cordial with me, but in the back of their mind, I'm always going to be the other woman. I'm just saying. So Kimmy is sitting there trying to be the mouth for Maurice. Child, they talking, but they ain't saying much. And Kyle was like, well, I'm glad we could all get on one accord. Kimmy said, Maurice left me here. He just abandoned me. This is what she's saying in the confessional. Baby, you silly for staying. Because I would have abandoned ship. You want to leave? I'm going to leave as well. Honey, I'm not about to be sitting here waiting on this lady to get here. So then Kimmy told them about Monster being in the bathroom vaping, and she met up with Tiffany. She didn't know anything about it. So Kaya was like, yeah, we really need to all talk to Maurice. Little Maurice. Girl, thank you for actually using his name. I never knew that his name was Maurice. Child, I'm going to start calling him MJ. Not to be confused with Michael Jackson and whatnot, but I am going to start calling him MJ instead of Monster. Child, use his boy's name. In the next scene, Destiny and Tisha down at the car lot, dressed alike. I'm like, oh, okay. Twinning. Y'all look cute, though. Y'all look cute. Tisha said, they're looking for 2 vehicles, a work truck and a hot girl summer car. Girl. Oh my goodness. Child, Megan Thee Stallion got people putting hot girl in front of everything. I would like a hot girl hot stack all at the pancake house. I would like a hot girl toothbrush. Child, this is just too much. Ugh. So she said, she brought Destiny because she's from the Motor City and she knows a thing or two about vehicles. Child, no, you brought Destiny because it was time for y'all to film together. Oh, Tisha. Girl, I'm not about to play with you. So then they start repeating, it's a hot girl summer, honey. It's hot outside. Hot girl summer. So she got it lit. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. But honey, okay, we got it. So Destiny said, well, I'm lukewarm right now, but I'm going to get hot a little later on. Honey, it be like that sometimes. Right now, I'm at room temperature as well. So... And the way summer went and the way it was set up with the COVID and the Delta and the Lambda, Cam, the new and all the other kind of variants, honey, we wasn't doing nothing, okay? So Tisha said, you just dropped that baby, so is he getting out the way for somebody else? Now, let me tell you something. I had to rewind a few times to understand what Tisha was saying, because at first I thought she looked back at her and said, you getting out the way? And I just really didn't get it. But once I realized what she was saying, I realized that that's some old Southern saying stuff if I've ever heard it in my life. Let me tell y'all something. When my baby was small, my grandmother used to say that all the time to me. Ooh, that baby getting on out the way, making room for another one. 6 years later. Honey, ain't got a now another child of first. Child, a husband gone, the man gone. I ain't had no more babies. Child, just something they be saying. How about the babies are just smart or they're well advanced? And if they crawling at 2 months, let them set themselves off. So anyway, Destiny said, for who? My new husband? She's like, your new what? Wait a minute. What are you talking about? Destiny said, oh yeah, I'm no longer married. Tisha's reaction was like, what? Oh no. Oh no. Child, remind me of a little TikTok. But she was like, oh my God, no. So Tisha said, look, right now, it seems like our group is in a divorce pandemic. Mel and Martell, but that was a long time coming. Oh, child, not the shade. Mel, don't take no offense now. Tisha, y'all just got back on good terms. Girl, act like you got some sense. Honey, but I mean, touche. She was like, but Destiny and LeBerick, now that took me by surprise. I don't know why. Child, that's the one that didn't take me by surprise. Let me tell y'all something. I can read body language. When I saw the two of them together, I felt like, Destiny was just happy to be there. That's what I took from it. I didn't feel like they were really on the same page. She was going hard for him, defending him and all this other kind of stuff. And he was acting kind of nonchalant, like he really could care less or really could care to be bothered. And then when I saw her decorating that house, but I never seen hide nor hair of him for an entire 10 episodes, come on now, Tisha. Let's put two and two together. But then again, you didn't have time to worry about that, honey. It's cheating rumors. It's baby rumors. You and Mel were getting into it every 5 seconds. Y'all were having bonfires and letting the lady and the witch doctor speak over you and all that kind of stuff. So I understand, Tisha. So they started talking about them being in Houston, right? Now, Tisha, this way you rub me wrong. Now, we're going to get into it as we get into it. Because those of you that have been listening to me for some months now, you know I'm from that H-town, okay? All day, every day. But I did not appreciate what you said here, Tisha. So she was like, yeah, those Houston girls, they don't care if you married or not. They'll take your man. Don't do it, Tisha. Okay, watch your mouth. Don't blame us, honey, for your failed lingerie attempt and Marsau's wandering eyes. We don't have anything to do with that. I don't want nobody else's man. Honey, I didn't even want my own. So I don't know if you're generalizing us all because Kyra sashayed through there in that red dress. Now, she kind of got to be watched, okay? Because if you watch Ready to Love, then you know what I'm talking about. But do not put all of that on everyone and every woman in Houston. Y'all, I got y'all back. Those of my subscribers that are from Houston, I got us, honey. Don't worry about it. We're going to get into it as we get into it. So Destiny was like, oh, yeah, I heard. They're like in Atlanta on steroids. Destiny. Girl, I know you didn't. Child, you over there trying to date Kimmy's son. Girl, the pickings are real slim down in Huntsville, Alabama. Girl, if you don't go. Well, first of all, no, we're not. Okay, we're definitely nothing like Atlanta and definitely not on steroids. Secondly, you need to be talking about Huntsville. That's the one that's like Atlanta on steroids because of all the mistresses out there. Ask Martell and LeBerick. Moving forward. Honey, y'all tried it. Tisha starts describing Kyra to her, right? She's like, yeah, she had on this red dress and a little split and had her boobs out and she was eyeing Marsau. Girl, nobody want Marsau. Misogynistic, chauvinistic, every other nistic behind. Honey, you the only one that want him. Child, anyway. So Destiny said, well, Tisha can be, and this is what she's saying in the confessional, y'all. Now listen to this shade. Child, they all shady. Ain't none of them real friends. Just co-workers. So Destiny said, well, Tisha can be optimistic about Marsau cheating if she wants to, but we all heard the rumors about the kids. And where's all this cheating happening? Well, okay, Huntsville. That's exactly what I thought. Okay, girl. So she's like, I hope they were flirting with him and not the other way around. Honey, and was. So then Tisha gets a call from Mel. Mel got on her black bob wig. It's still bobbing. It looked like she just threw it up there for the, for the FaceTime call of it all. Because she looked real relaxed, honey. A t-shirt, no makeup. Mel like, child, they calling me to say, let me call Tisha. She was like, Tisha, I want you guys to come over because Tuesday I'm having a girls' night. So Destiny said, are you inviting Tiffany too? Tisha said, who is Tiffany? Mel said, absolutely. Well, I'll fill you ladies in. I mean, that's my homegirl. Yes, I will be inviting her. So then Destiny tells Tisha, I'm not too fond of Tiffany and her Lipton iced tea. She tried to bring some tea to the event, my birthday brunch, but it was a dish best served cold. So Tisha is like, what? Oh my gosh, who is this Tiffany? So then she's like, yeah, they do a little flashback. Destiny said she was talking in circles. She really wasn't saying much. And she said, in my mind, I was thinking, did she tell Mel all of this? Honey, and did. And y'all cannot convince me otherwise. I know that Mel was privy to this information before Tiffany sat her stringy hair down and started giving stuff out that she didn't need to give. Okay, it wasn't giving what's supposed to be gave. Girl, anyway. So Tisha's like, well, she would have told you if she said anything. She's talking about Mel. Look, Tisha don't want no smoke with Mel. She don't want that. They just got back cool. So Destiny said she also brought a monster vaping in the restroom. Tisha was like, oh, okay, well, I really don't like her already. She bringing this tea with a little pee in it, like Marsau say. Not tea with a little pee in it. Child, when I tell y'all I thought that was funny. Baby, Tiffany just a Miss L heifer. Let's move forward. So they get the keys to the whip for a test drive. Honey, how much chocolate champagne have y'all sold? But I ain't mad at it, honey. Go on, get your little hot girl summer vehicle and go on down the street. So then Tisha and Destiny are riding. But honey, I hope y'all got these wigs secured. In the next scene, Marsau shows up to meet Tisha, unbeknownst to him, in Dr. Francis's office. Baby, this was the scene to end all scenes. So she's like, you look nice. Not one compliment back. Marsau, do you like Tisha? I mean, my God, do you like your wife? I mean, it's just ridiculous. So they get in there, right? And he's like, is this some kind of counseling? Honey, that's exactly what this is. He said, I was unaware that this was happening. Marsau said, had I known, I wouldn't have come. She said, that's why it's better to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. He said, oh, okay, y'all heard it, didn't you? Marsau, honey, it doesn't apply to cheating. Let's keep going. So then Marsau said, I'm wondering why we're fixing something that ain't broken. It's not broken to you. It's been broken to us since season 1. So then he says to Tisha, why are we here? Tisha said, I've been mentally drained because I'm taking care of everything in the household and I wanted to seek some help to try and balance things out. Tisha, don't be afraid of him, honey. Give it to him straight, no chaser. Say, listen, you are taking me for granted. I'm feeling neglected and we need a third party to come in and assist us. I'm having a hard time articulating to you that you need to treat me better. So Dr. Francis here is going to be an unbiased third party that is going to help us get into it as we get into it. Tisha, just tell him. Girl, anyway. So then Dr. Francis said, what did you hear your wife say? He said, I heard her say, I don't know how to deal with everyday life. She said, what do you think I'm asking for? He said, a stress-free path to greatness. Oh, my God. Something is wrong with Marsau. Something is really wrong with him. She said, no, I want us to be on this path together. Child, y'all on something together, but y'all on the show together. That's about the extent of it. Then this pig says, you're only facing what other women have already met. Oh, no, ma'am, Pam, honey. I could not continue to let Marsau sun me. Honey, his arrogance is baffling. Then he starts talking about his stress, like he don't even care what Tisha's talking about. He treats her like a child. This is ridiculous. So then Tisha starts explaining the reason she became a stay-at-home mom, right? And it's because Marsau couldn't do it. It was a lot of stuff that needed to be done, and she couldn't do that and work. So now he's still not contributing. She said, I was doing everything on my own. So then he's going to say, when you say that you're doing everything on your own, but you're walking around in a house that's paid for, child, not that little old bitty house y'all living in, child, please. I feel like I've made it so comfortable that I've elevated your ability to complain. I have never heard nobody talk the way that Marsau speaks. He's so shysty and so slick with it that he'll talk you in a circle and make you believe you're crazy. And that's what he's been doing to Tisha all these years, just gaslighting her with all these words. How do you know words are not Tisha's strong suit? Don't be talking her in riddles, talking about I've elevated your ability to complain because you're so comfortable. Marsau, she is not shopping, getting massages and brunching all day. She's cooking, cleaning, playing chauffeur, and listening to your demands, honey. So that statement that you made, that's unfair. Okay? Let's just keep it real. So then Dr. Francis said, whoa. He really wanted to say, I know you fucking lying. I know he did. He looked at him one time like, I know this. Good did. Dr. Francis really wanted to say what he wanted to say, child, but he was trying to be professional. So Dr. Francis said, whoa, so what I'm hearing is you're feeling that she needs to be satisfied because you provide all this stuff for her. Marsau said, yeah. I do. And she has a strong need for quality time, but she's spending her quality time. So then the therapist said, he says you spend all day in the boutique. Look at him and tell him if it's right. Tell him if that's true. So then she lets us all know that all of her money is on everything household related, plus the kids, and his money is only for him. Oh, child, no ma'am, honey. Marsau, go to hell, respectfully. She's like, you don't want me to work, but you complain when I spend money. It's like a no-win situation when it comes to you. Listen, Marsau, You wanted her to be at home 24/7 so you could roam Huntsville streets, cheating in peace, allegedly. So stop talking about how you have to replenish every dollar, honey. You chose this life. She's like, well, he didn't budge on his stance. And sometimes, he might come around. And sometimes when he's mad, he's just mad. He said, I listen while I'm talking. Okay, Marsau. So then she said, he needs to spend more quality time with me and more family time. He said, okay, what day is good for you? She said, Thursday at 8. Honey, he picks up his phone and makes a Siri reminder. Let me tell y'all something. He was just doing anything and saying anything and going with her in agreement so that he could get the hell out of Dodge. He did not want to deal with Dr. Francis not another minute. So whatever she said and whatever she said that she wanted, he was going to oblige her so that he could get on with his day. That's exactly what he wanted to do. Baby, so Dr. Francis had had enough. Do y'all hear me? He crouched down. He said, let me tell you something. I don't ask Siri to remind me to do anything that's important to me. I ain't putting Siri in my business. Child, that's such an old man statement, honey. Not Siri in your business. Siri probably over there like, how did I get into it? Don't worry about it, Siri, child. Don't even worry about it. He's like, so when he tells Siri he's making an appointment, are you okay with being an appointment? Read him, Dr. Francis. You better read him. Baby, Dr. Francis is doing what needs to be done. See, that's what he needs. That was nothing but the truth, okay? The only defense I can see for the Siri reminder, okay? Just playing devil's advocate here, is that he has an unpredictable work schedule. Okay, so sometimes, it might slip his mind that he's supposed to be at home putting on a suit or doing whatever they're going to do these date nights. So that could be the problem. But at the same time, you need to make Tisha and your family a priority. Okay, try you getting on my nerves. Outside, she said she felt good about the whole thing and they wanted to come back, right? But he felt like they were ganging up on him. He just like his friend Martell, honey, no accountability. He said the same thing when he visited Dr. Francis. Moving forward, MJ, Maurice, and Kiowa, they sit down to talk again about the vaping, okay? Because now that I know that his name is Maurice Jr., I can start calling him MJ instead of Monster. Child, that's just ridiculous. So I understand that they want him to make wise choices, but can we talk to him about this off camera? Okay, because you're defeating the purpose of not wanting people to know he's vaping by putting it on a nationally syndicated television show. I'm just saying, honey, it's not making any sense. So Maurice said, I feel like society is conditioned to be hard on Black boys. Now, this is a true statement, but this conversation should be sans camera. And I'm sticking to that. And I thought about it. Honey, not Tiffany coming in and giving Maurice a storyline. Let's get into it if we're going to get into it. Baby, Tiffany came in, dropped this bomb, and miraculously, Monster, aka MJ, Maurice, and Kiowa now have a storyline. Child, I'm too through. So then he says, tell your mom why things changed about you wanting to go to Michigan. Tell her. He said, who do you want to see in Michigan? Who? Honey, just say he got a little girlfriend. That is okay. At his age, I'm sure girls are on his mind. But now is the time for you to explain to him how to be responsible with a person's heart. That's what we need to be talking about, okay? Because relationships come with responsibility. Honey, I'm teaching mine that right now. Like, what does that little Instagram quote say? I'm raising a son that someone's daughter will feel safe with. That's exactly what I'm doing in this house. Okay, you need to teach him that, hey, I know you like the girl, but at the same time, you need to treat her heart with care. It's fragile. You know how you get your little packages from Amazon? It's got a fragile sticker on it because why? You don't want it to get broken. That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to leave a whole bunch of little broken hearts until you find someone to settle down with. That's what you need to be telling him. Child, anywho. So then he starts talking about sex. He's like, you think about it all the time, right? Don't you? Maurice, honey, his friends are watching. Talk to him about this later. Like, MJ was just sitting there looking like, oh my God, not the sex talk. Child, rocking back and forth, nerves just as bad. Child, he's shutting down because the cameras are in his face. You ain't his mama no better than that. He's like, well, I'm not having sex right now. I'm having sex at 24. So Maurice starts doing the math. Carry the 1. Multiply by 2, divide by. That's after college. Okay, honey. That was cute. Oh, MJ, that was cute. Young man, if you want to wait until after college, I commend you. But I'm not buying it, honey. And it's not going to last, okay? All that freedom. He's like, yeah, I want to be in a healthy marriage. Not shading your mama and them. Now he's shading his mama and his daddy. Child, I'm done with Maurice. Honey, I cannot be bothered. So anyway, he's basically letting them know I'm going to have a healthy relationship and a healthy marriage, and I'm not going to have sex before that time. Now, I don't know if that's going to be true, but if you can do it, I love it. So we're over here with Broomhilda, aka Tiffany. She flat ironing that hair, and her husband asking her why she looking so good. Honey, she's really not doing anything much. But I mean, go ahead and stand for your woman. And he's asking her if she's clicking with the ladies. She's like, Destiny, she left a little uneasy. No, she left embarrassed, courtesy of you. She's like, you remember when we went to Mel's house and I was in the kitchen and Destiny was in there with her baby daddy? Listen, you little soulful heifer. That was her husband, not her baby daddy. Stop trying to put a stigma on this woman. I can't stand to hear her speak, child. She is mad disrespectful. I was thinking, okay, maybe that was just one mistake she made at that brunch. Maybe she can redeem herself, but she really has no redeeming qualities. Even this scene with her husband, it was like they were forcing it. Like they're trying to make fetch happen. I ain't like it. I didn't like it at all. She was like, yes, she went to the restroom and everything. And then everybody started asking me, like, who's the lady? Who's the lady? Let me tell you something. As women, we know if you look like somebody we've seen before. You did that on purpose. If I go somewhere and I look at someone, unless they're their doppelganger, I can almost guarantee I know that was not you with your man. So I'm not going to come to you and say, girl, I thought I saw you at the Waffle House. Did you just change your braids? Don't do that. Okay, you knew exactly what you were doing, honey. I'm not buying this story. You're just trying to say something to your husband, but child, let's keep going. So anyway, her husband said, was that the right time for you to say that? No, it wasn't. So then her husband said, was that the right time for you to say that? I'm going to have to go with the no. It definitely was not. She's like, I'm just a blunt person. This is what she's saying in a confessional. I try to be as authentic as I can. And I just hope that the ladies get to know me because this is who I am and I'm not changing it. Now, normally right here, I would insert, I said what I said and I ain't changing it. But I don't like Tiffany like that. And I don't like this attitude. And let me tell you something. This is the translation right here. I'm a messy heifer and I will remain a messy heifer for the duration of my time on this show. If what you did at that brunch was your authentic self, honey, messy, cold, and calculated, honey, please keep that on your side. That's not authentic. That's rude and disrespectful. Also, any person that says I'm just blunt is using that as an excuse to be an ass. Okay? Blunt would have been you saying, I don't usually eat chocolate cake. Messy is saying, I saw your man with another woman and I thought it was you. Well, it's her party and she can cry if she wants to. There's a huge difference. Okay, stop playing in my face, Tiffany. Girl, please. She's like, by chance, if I see Destiny and she happens to still be salty, then what should I do? Her husband says, still be salty. What you maybe should do is first pick a better choice of words. Honey, your words are so unapologetically rude. So you need to hold this lady accountable. I know this is your wife and y'all are smiling for the cameras and whatnot, but you need to tell her, listen, saying she's salty, that's not going to make it no better. Okay, let's use another choice of words or, babe, just stop coming in so hot. Okay, don't come in hot like that. Oh my goodness. So then her and her husband start being weird and corny. Charlotte ain't got time. Moving forward. It's the day of Mel's girls get together, okay? And she invited Tisha to come over a little bit earlier. As soon as she got there, oh, and nice ponytail, by the way, Tisha. Nice, full, natural looking. Honey, I loved it. You were looking cute, girl. A lot of people were talking about your top. I understand, child. It's the COVID weight. We all have it. So Tisha gets there and she started telling Mel about her going to see Dr. Francis and Marsau coming along, right? So Mel said, well, it went pretty well for them. That's what Tisha's saying. But hopefully it went better than it went with Martell because we all know how that ended. Yeah, we definitely do. So then Tisha starts asking about the guest list as if she didn't know. So Mel said, everyone's coming plus Tiffany. Tisha said, so what's happening with Tiffany? Because I heard she likes to stir the pot, honey, and was. So Mel started playing dumb because, you got your blonde hair in, so I guess you playing the part and whatnot. She was like, I think she was just really trying to remind Destiny of where they met. You don't need to remind me of where we met, honey. If I was Destiny, I would be like, you don't need to remind me of where I know you from, honey. I don't remember it. And if I want to remember it, I'm sure it'll come to me later. Like she was being rude. Come on, Mel. Mel, honey. So then Mel got in her feelings because Destiny told Tisha instead of coming straight to her. Well, Mel, you were present. And when it was all over, you were like, well, was he cheating? Is he cheating? So why would she come directly to you? That don't make no sense. And you know what? It's just so ironic because Mel brought this messy lady, but had it been her event and a bomb about Martell was dropped or how he got 5 or 6 or 7 kids, allegedly, she would have been 38 hot. But when it happens to Destiny, it's no big deal. Oh, she just need to get over it. Why didn't she call me and talk to me about it? I know she ain't taking it to Tisha before she take it to me. Mel, you're acting mad weird, honey. You're acting weird. So then the ladies start arriving. Tisha actually knows Tiffany. Honey, everybody knows Tiffany, but Tiffany was trying to act like nobody knew Tiff. So then Kimmy shows up. Tisha is happy to see her as well. You know what I noticed in this scene? And y'all can tell me if y'all think I'm wrong down below. Go, feel free to get me all the way together. But do it in a nice, respectful way. But what I was thinking when I was watching this scene is that Tisha was so happy. Did y'all see how she greeted Kimmy? I feel like the missing piece to the puzzle was really not Kimmy taking up for her or being on her side. She really just wanted to be friends with Mel. That's really what I feel because her whole mood shifted once Mel accepted her again. That might be the wrong choice of words, but once they got back cool, it's like Tisha became a whole nother person. She was greeting Kimmy, running all up to her, shimmying and shaking and whatnot. Even Kimmy was confused. She was like, oh, hey, girl, honey, because I mean, last episode or a few episodes ago, you were talking to me crazy about the event. So, child, Tisha just happy to be back in Mel's good graces. That's what I'm picking up. Y'all can tell me if y'all think different. Anywho, back to what we were talking about. So then Kimmy came in, she went over there. And so then Destiny got there. Destiny was waiting outside a little bit because, honey, they was already in the back eating and whatnot. So she said she wasn't really feeling coming because Tiffany was going to be there and she's not really too fond of Tiffany. So Mel was like, you remember Tiff, Destiny? And Tisha, she knows Tiffany as well. Okay, girl, honey, she remember that lady. Come on, Mel, now cut it out. Mel is like, Destiny, I heard you have to talk with me about something. Now, why would you say that right now in front of everyone? Because now inquiring minds are going to want to know. Put it out on the table. Like they say over on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. If you're going to put it on the table, let's put it on the table. So Destiny was like, yeah, I'm going to talk to you about it. We're going to talk. And so then in the confessional, Destiny said, Tisha should have kept her big mouth shut because now I'm put on the spot. No, Mel is being passive aggressive. I don't think Tisha did anything wrong because she didn't say it in a messy way and she actually had your back. Now, that's just my opinion. I don't feel like it might have not been Tisha's place to say anything, but they're all a part of the friend group. So her saying, I heard Tiffany was a little messy. I don't think anything's wrong with that. And her saying, well, I have a problem with her making Destiny feel some kind of way because Tisha and Destiny are friends. So I don't feel like that was wrong either. Now, the way Mel was doing it made Destiny feel some kind of way. And she thought, well, maybe Tisha shouldn't have said anything. But no, Mel was just being on some old passive-aggressive bullshit, if you ask me. So Mel was like, what was your problem with me at brunch? Destiny said somebody brought some tea and it was served cold. So then here go Tiffany. Well, I don't remember anybody ordering any tea. I mean, I usually come in empty-handed. Destiny said, oh, not that day. You came in with the tea. You don't remember it? Tiffany said, well, Destiny is being passive-aggressive when she feels like it. No, I think she's actually trying to stop from going off. And that's what I really think. So Mel said, do you think she intentionally came with some tea? Here go Tiffany. Absolutely not. Mel said, I don't think so either. Mel said, so why don't you ask me? Because I brought her. Child, Mel done got a little slim thick and started wearing her blonde wigs, honey, and she's showing out. Child, Destiny said, give me a second. Let me process this. Let me get myself together. Mel, you going real hard for this lady, honey, that was just introduced to the group. I hate when people act brand new and show out. Let me tell y'all something. Get together and act like y'all got some sense this season. Okay, you and Tisha are on the same page now. Y'all getting a little better. And Kimmy and Tisha seem like they're on the same page. Destiny and Kimmy, they're all good. Honey, we don't need this foolishness. But in the next episode, baby, Mel and Destiny gonna sit down and get into it as they get into it. I don't know who gonna come for who and who gonna win whenever they get together, honey. I'm not sure. Child, I can't wait till next episode so we can hear what Miss Wanda and her pink curls got to say, child. Comment down below and tell me exactly how you felt about this episode. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.